Alright guys, so in this session I'll briefly discuss about the Ajit Doval, National Security Advisor Doval's meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. So the topic is India's strategic role in BRICS and global diplomacy. So this area I will cover towards the end. What is the role of India when it comes to BRICS, okay, and the influence of India and the Prime Minister when it comes to BRICS, and also the global diplomacy we will discuss. I'll also briefly mention about the PM Modi meeting with Ukraine president as well. Okay, and then so basically insights from Ajit Doval meeting with Vladimir Putin. India's national security advisor visited Russia. So that's the topic that we are actually going to discuss. That's a high level meeting where NSA Ajit Doval visited Moscow. And that is mainly considered as strengthening ties between two countries. The meeting came amidst heightened global tensions. So you know that there are global issues with respect to Ukraine-Russia war which is going on. Even UK and USA is planning to allow Ukraine to use long-range weapons. So if Ukraine is using long-range weapons that can attack Moscow and St. Petersburg, that will be a very difficult situation, and that is the context also. I have done a video that Russia is trying to have nuclear weapons, in the limited area type that we have already discussed, the targeted nuclear weapons and everything. So a strategic influence, the visit aligns with India's effort to strengthen ties with BRICS. Guys, look at Ajit Doval meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin is not that significant. See, there are some events which are going to come after this, the BRICS Summit and everything. That is very important. India-Russia relation is very important. So I'm not going to, that is like nothing. I'm not going to discuss more about this meeting. Rather, we will look at the perspectives and the other things which are connected with this. We'll focus more on, diplomacy. Okay, we will focus more on the BRICS and India's role in that. Okay, so even in fact, when Ajit Doval was discussing about the Prime Minister Modi's Ukraine visit and other things, the president is not that much concerned, and he was more interested in discussing about BRICS, and he was planning to bring that BRICS currency concept and everything. So I'll be briefly mentioning about that also, and later we will update when it comes to the summit. Okay, so what I want you to do is take down the important topics, and that topics you need to be in a position to write at least one line if the question is asked, and should be in a position to connect. So this is not significant, just leave it. The heading is important, there's a strategic influence like that, okay? These can be written as examples. For example, recent visit of Ajit Doval, and National Security Advisor with Russian President shows that, strong relation like that. Okay. Gathering of BRICS National Security Advisors. In fact, not only Ajit Doval, India's National Security Advisor, all the BRICS countries' National Security Advisors met the President. And so it was held in Moscow, Russia. Don't think earlier they used to ask such kind of factual question in prelims, but I don't think that they will be asking that. And Putin was more again concerned about discussing on geopolitical concerns as well as the BRICS Summit. Okay, so this is basically to setting the stage for BRICS Summit. Putin's warning. See, if you are using long-range weapons against Russia, that would mean NATO at war. So Putin will take it as a war-like situation. That's the warning which is actually given. So in which context, when UK or European Union and US is allowing Ukraine to use long-range weapons against Russia, which can even target Moscow and St. Petersburg. In that case, Russia will consider it as NATO at war. Okay, a war situation. So that's another point. India's balancing act in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. So Doval-Putin meeting met Putin and conveying PM Modi's stance on the war. It is neutral. Okay. And Modi-Zelensky meeting, he actually explained Putin about this meeting between Modi and Ukrainian President Zelensky. So offering, it is basically to offer humanitarian aid and support. Okay. India's stand is neutral anyway. So Doval briefed Putin about Modi's discussions in Ukraine, emphasizing India's neutral stance and peace efforts. So India always stand neutral. Now Putin listens this, okay, India's position which is neutral. That's Putin's response I have briefly mentioned here. And BRICS Summit, this is where he is more concerned about. Putin anticipates PM Modi's visit, and he, in fact, there was a statement that I'm waiting for my good friend. Okay, so that's for this meeting, and it is expected that, of course, PM Modi will be present in that meeting as well. Geopolitical strategies, Putin eager to discuss with India. Now, key anticipations for the BRICS Summit. October 24 will see BRICS Summit in Kazan, Russia. Okay, leaders like Jinping, Chinese President Narendra Modi will be present. One of the critical topic will be introduction of BRICS currency. So this is what I have briefly mentioned before. BRICS currency concept will be discussed over there. I'll be updating about this later. Putin is eagerly waiting for Modi's participation as a critical player in BRICS. As I have told you, he said that he's waiting for his good friend. Why India's role in BRICS is crucial. See guys, just write down these points, just note down these points. India ensures global South interest and represented. So South region, if you look at South Africa, southern part, again India, southern parts, right? So these countries. So yeah, Foreign Minister Jaishankar, see the question is why you started BRICS. The ultimate answer is you didn't get entry to G7. So you have started BRICS as an alternative. In fact, Russia was out of G8 and it became G7. After that, the entry is closed. So India didn't get an entry. So India and Russia now are part of BRICS. Okay. So because there is no entry to G7 or G8, G8 is not there after Russia's. Counterbalance Western dominance. BRICS is a platform. These are very important points. North-South, a balance, against Western dominance. All these you can mention. Platform for countries to counterbalance Western dominance. BRICS formation response to G7. Yeah. And global North concerns, growing influence of BRICS will cover that. So it focuses on South region. And platform for developing nations, exert influence on the global stage. So developing countries. Now BRICS Summit, here mostly we will be looking at, this is what the prime agenda, BRICS currency, global financial system, significant development that could reshape the global financial system, and BRICS currency aims to reduce reliance on US dollar, and that's what. So what is the idea of this? For international trade and at least trade among these members, they will bring up a currency so that reliance on this will come down. Okay, so the Western dominance again you can say. Economic cooperation, promote economic cooperation among the member countries. So PM Modi, Chinese President, all these are key players. Yeah, Ajit Doval meeting is towards this actually, shaping that BRICS Summit. Strengthening global South ties. Okay, so I told you already North-South you can consider. So BRICS is like southern countries cooperation. Okay, this is again a very important area that will be discussed during, BRICS Summit, global security and terrorism. So it's a critical global issue, affect all BRIC nations, and there will be collective efforts to combat terrorism and to ensure the global security. You don't want to mention what is terrorism, what are the different examples and other things until and unless you get essay on terrorism. So here you just need to have a mention. So this is a summit where you talk about currency, BRICS currency, for what? To counter the US dollar's dominance, you can say in one way, or to promote trade among these countries, you can say in that way. Okay, and when it comes to terrorism, you want to combat terrorism because that is a problem that all the countries are commonly facing, and to ensure global security. That's enough. You cannot write beyond that. The meeting, one of the point is this, one line is enough. Okay, so that's why I have arranged in this way. There is no point in taking a lecture for 30 minutes. I am trying to complete this in 10 minutes with the key points only. Just mention key points. That will help you in writing the answer. So why 10-minute lecture is because you'll be writing this in 6-7 minutes, right? India's geopolitical strategy for 2024. Balancing act. India carefully navigates relations with Russia, BRICS and Western powers. So that a neutral stand in all cases and balancing act, but Russia is anyway all-time friend for us. BRICS growth. India's position within BRICS will play a critical role in its global strategy. PM Modi will skip the UN General Assembly but attend the BRICS Summit in Russia. Okay, so that also tell you the importance. What to expect in the coming months? BRICS Summit, a game changer in the international politics, alternative to G7 as I have told you, alternative to northern dominance or western dominance as I have already discussed. Further developments and new alliances. Okay, key discussions will be mainly BRICS currency and terrorism and geopolitical alliances. See, I'll be updating all these when it comes to the summit. Okay, expanding influence. BRICS continues to expand its influence, especially among the developing countries. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. That's about the session. Okay, see you guys.